Namaste, good morning, it's lovely to see you today. My name is Leanne Peters, I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Monday and Tuesday. So I trust that you're well. It's lovely to connect with you. Hi Stephanie. It's a beautiful morning. It's always extra special when you've had lots of rain and storms and things, isn't it? It's beautiful. Hi Jackie, hi Donna, hi Goma, and Nicole's here. Hi Nicole. So extra special welcome to our Temple of Balance patrons, our Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. So if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my Speed of Light Oracle cards. I'm going to be randomly pulling a card. I've got cat hair on my face somewhere. I'm going to be randomly pulling a card for Monday, the 4th of December, and then I'm going to pull a card for Tuesday, the 5th of December, and then one card for the theme for Monday and Tuesday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. I don't do personal guidance in my videos, as you'll know if you've been watching for a little while. So I'd prefer to put my assistance or my the guidance out there for everyone. So my intention is to help the majority, and I trust that you've been led here for a reason. So I trust something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. Just think of this as a guide only. Just take on board what feels right for you. What I share is based on my experience as well as my intuition. So my thoughts on things may not resonate, or you may not agree with my thoughts on various things, and that's okay. I'm just sharing what works for me, and I really like to challenge people, and I like to also challenge myself to think things in new ways and make sure that we're not limiting ourselves with our thoughts and our beliefs around certain things. So this is why I look at things from different angles, and I put out there different perspectives and different ways to look at things so that you can determine what your truth is for you. So take on board what feels right, what resonates, what seems like I'm speaking directly to you and makes sense for you in your life. You can trust in that, so you don't need to trust in me. Come on, stay put, please. Just trust what feels right for you. You can trust your intuition and trust what resonates. You don't have to believe everything I say. Just trust what feels right for you and let the rest go. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Nina. And Linda. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is actually one of my new pendants I'm just about to put up on the website. I've just taken a photo of it and a few others. So it's about to go up. Hi, Pamela. No, I'm not choosing a specific card for you, sorry, because I don't do personal requests here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So trust that you've been led here for a reason, and our paths have crossed for a reason. Just think about whatever makes sense to you, what feels like I'm speaking directly to you and relates to you in your life. You can trust that that's guidance for you. You don't need a specific card today. So let's now look for the best card for Monday, the 4th of December. So if it's not Monday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance, and please go back to my Saturday video to see the guidance for Sunday. So Monday the 4th, there's a bit of a shift in energy I felt this morning on Monday. The weekend was quite heavy for a lot of us. A lot of us slipped into our healing cave and did a lot of healing, a lot of looking at stuff, a lot of shifting, and dealt with some quite deep issues over the weekend. So it feels like it's shifted. That's what I'm feeling already. So let's have a look and see what the guidance says. Excuse me, puss. She's laying all over me. There you go. Okay, the best card for Monday, I trust, is this, which is Jellyfish, card 55. This is the last card in the deck. There are 55 cards in this deck. So this already talks about tying up loose ends and things coming to an end on Monday. The key words here say vulnerable, flow, sensitive, and protection. So I think of the jellyfish kind of moving with the currents in the oceans as it moves through and just allows the currents to take it where it needs to go. So I feel in this card and for Monday that there's a lot of support in helping us go with the flow and really encouraging us to go and find our flow and get into that current and sort of swim with the flow, if you like. So it implies that some of us may be feeling a little bit out of sync, a little bit out of flow, a little bit disconnected from ourselves or from our path or from people in our life at this time, and that's okay. Let's do our best not to be hard on ourselves about that, but allow ourselves to gently guide ourselves back on track, to make some adjustments to get back into balance or back into what our flow is for us. Our flow and what that means for us is going to be different depending on us as an individual. So what brings me into flow and what keeps me in my flow is going to be very different to what puts you in your flow or keeps you in that space. So what might be important for you is this thing seems to be just like moving itself. It's just got a mind of its own, honestly. It might be important for you to think about, what does your flow mean? How can you define it? What does it feel like? Does it feel like, if I was to describe what my flow feels like right now, it feels fluent, like water. It feels like a river that's flowing. So it feels very liquidy, very watery, my river, my flow at this minute. And I feel like it's fast moving, but at the same time it feels slow moving in this moment. I feel like when I'm in the flow, things are flowing well for me. I'm in a good place. I feel happy. I feel harmonious within my life and within myself. I have the energy to do what I need to do, and I'm being kind and gentle to myself, so not being too hard on me. So that's kind of what my flow feels like right now. So how could you define what your flow feels like? And is it important for you to sync up with? What does it feel like when you're out of the flow? Oh, the cat's going to cough up a fur ball here again. She certainly loves entertaining us, doesn't she? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Puss. Lovely. Okay, so also jellyfish reminds us to keep our protection up. So when we're in a high vibrational space, when we're feeling positive and when we're feeling in the flow of our life and feeling in balance, we are naturally protected from negative or unwanted energy. So think about if you want to, perhaps it might be worth considering how protected or safe you feel to be yourself when you are in sync with your natural flow, your natural rhythm. So going with the flow. Also, we may be feeling a little bit sensitive. Oh, I've got a big cat here I'm trying to go around. We might be feeling a little bit sensitive and vulnerable too on Monday. So let's allow ourselves to feel sensitive and allow our heart to open to how we feel, so that we can feel that feeling and let that feeling flow on. Because remember, the feelings just want to move. They want to be in motion. So the more we try and hold ourselves in a feeling, even if it's uncomfortable, the more stagnant we become. So feelings are going to be moving. So I like to say, let's feel our way forward. And I find that really helpful for me personally, and it may be helpful for you too on Monday. So I trust that makes sense and is helpful for your Monday or for you right now. So thank you. Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie says she needs to slow down. Or do I need to slow down? I don't know. I don't know what you said before that. But yes, well, I just speak now. I speak, I guess. If you're talking about that, I'm not sure. I guess I'll find out when I read your other comments after. Nina says, if it feels good, it's good. Yes, I agree. I go with what feels good for me too. Hi, Colleen. Nina says, do we have to feel our feelings? What an interesting, deep question. Do we have to feel our feelings? I'm personally a big feeler, and I feel for me, and what works for me, is that yes, I do like to feel my feelings and embrace them and let them move to the next feeling. So if I'm feeling despair, for example, or grief like I was feeling earlier last week, it doesn't feel comfortable, so I just let myself feel it. I let myself cry if I need to. I work my way through the feeling, and it always comes out the other side. I feel if we avoid or don't allow ourselves to feel the feeling, then we just kind of swallow it up and swallow it deep down inside for it to come up later. Or we kind of hold ourselves with a hovering, heavy feeling around that we're not really allowing ourselves to feel. So I guess from my experience and from what works for me, I would say yes, it is important to feel our feelings. And they may not be as scary as we think if we allow ourselves to feel them. That's what I'm feeling. So just see how that sits for you and maybe explore that a little bit. Okay, Tuesday the 5th of December is here, and we've got the Crystal Beach. This is a featured card, card 11, and it has further instructions here which say to split the deck and take the top card. So I'm just going to split the deck without thinking about it and grab this card, which is also a featured card. So I'm going to put that split part back on top and follow this. It says breathe deeply and choose a random card. So I'm just going to close my eyes and just go for the first card that I'm drawn to, which is another featured card. Okay, now it says to draw the top card. This happens sometimes. Okay, we've ended there. So we have 4 cards for Tuesday. Let's work these out. So we have these 4 cards. I'll just get in a bit of order here. So these 4 cards have come up for a reason. And I'm going to look at the cards separately, and then we're going to look at their relationship together, why they may have come up together like this. So this gives us quite an in-depth look at Tuesday. So just bear with me a second. This is card 11 called Crystal Beach. And the keywords say decision, vision, pondering, clarity, and decide. This talks about going by or being near a body of water. May be very helpful for some of us on Tuesday, especially to help us make a decision or to reflect on or receive clarity on something that we're a bit uncertain about at this time, but especially on Tuesday. So working with the water element may bring about the healing or the clarity that we may be looking for. And if we are pondering a decision and we're not sure which way to go, then Tuesday may be very favourable to make some time, perhaps to go by a body of water if we're inspired to really think about what we want to do, to actually make a decision on this, instead of sitting on the fence and continuing to sit on the fence. There's this feeling that it's almost urgent's probably a bit of an extreme word to use, but it feels important that we make a decision on Tuesday and stop sitting on the fence and stop going back and forward with our thoughts on what to do, and to actually sit in our heart and feel for what feels right and then proceed on that path. Sometimes if I'm in that space of needing to make a decision, I will make some time to reflect and get clear about my current position, what I want from this and what's the best option for me. And I'll actually use my intuition to sit in how I feel now and feel what this one side, this one choice perhaps feels like, and then I'll sit with this other choice and see what this other choice feels like, and then I'll trust with what feels the best at the time. So there's a slight sense of urgency to making a decision for some of us on Tuesday, and being by a body of water may help us make or receive that clarity that we need, so that we can then focus on our forward movement from there. So that's the Crystal Beach card, which I'm sure I'll come back to shortly. The other card, or one of the other cards for Tuesday, is card 46 called Sensuality. And it says the keywords are love, breath, relationship, and passion. And this talks about breathing life and passion back into our life, into our relationships again. So if things have become a bit deflated or a bit flat within ourselves or within our relationships, then Tuesday looks to be very favourable to breathe some passion back into ourselves and our relationships and our life again. It's very favourable for coming together in love, for relationships, for a deepening of our own connection with ourselves as well, which is what I feel sensuality is. I feel sensuality is a deepening of our own self-love and feeling loving and beautiful and kind and sensual, I guess, about ourselves. And it's not about the ego or being vain, but I feel it's about loving ourselves enough to feel that and allow ourselves to feel beautiful or feel handsome or feel loved and loving. So this may be something that some of us are considering, and it may be part of the decision that some need to make as well on Tuesday. It may be about love, it may be about passion, it may be about breathing passion back into ourselves or back into our life again, especially in areas that have been feeling deflated or that we've been becoming a little bit bored with. We may want to look at how can we revive passion again in this area, and perhaps becoming clear about how to do that. Okay, one of the other cards for Tuesday is the Cobra Bite, card 9, and the keywords say sting, shock, truth, and illusion. I have a lag, do I? Oh, has it stopped? What's this doing? Freezing over. Why is this being silly? Okay, I'm just going to continue because it looks okay from my end. Have I got... Am I... yeah, it looks okay from here, guys, so I'm just going to keep going. So I hope and trust you can hear me. If it cuts out, I'll be back, and I trust the recording's okay. Okay, I'm proceeding. This is the Cobra Bite. Did I say the keywords? I did. I'm going to repeat. It says sting, shock, truth, and illusion. This card comes with a surprise of some sort. Almost every time I've seen it come up, it comes up with some surprise. It may be seen in the positive side. It may be seen perhaps in the negative side. It just depends on our perspective. But the point of this surprise is to further awaken us to truth. So there may be some type of shock, surprise happening on Tuesday. Please, I'm not sharing this to generate any fear or worry, but something to be aware of, and perhaps for it to come up means that it may not be as surprising or as shocking because you've already perhaps... if this happens for you, you're kind of already aware of it, maybe in the back of your mind. But this card comes up to bring us further into alignment with our truth. And there's a lot of illusional shift at the moment for us on very personal levels in our life and within ourselves. So I'm not really surprised that this card has come up, because we have been recognizing and shifting and waking up to a lot of the illusion that's been playing out, especially in regards to feeling separate or feeling alone, and these sorts of illusions, if you like. Some of us may wake up and realize that we've been living a lie, and that lie may be revealed through our relationships. You know, there may be a relationship that's been stagnant or not working for a while that we may realize on Tuesday, this is just not working. So what can we do? Do we want to breathe new life back into this relationship? Do we want to revive it? Or is it time to see the truth in this situation and make a change? And that may be part of the decision that some of us have to make. So you will know if this is guidance for you, because you've been probably thinking about this lately, or you've been in a situation in regards to what this is talking about. So please don't stay at home. Please don't be afraid to go through your Tuesday just in fear of a surprise or a potential shock happening. Oh, Puss, you're stabbing me. She always does that when I talk about something like attack or something, don't you? So it's about aligning further with your truth. And really, for me, that is so important to me that I would not hold back. I would prefer to know now so that I can make changes. I would prefer not to hide away in fear of the truth being revealed, because I don't want to live one more day in a lie or in an illusion more than what I need to. So I want to know the truth now. That's my approach and my attitude. So please don't feel you have to hide away in fear of the truth being revealed. Allow the truth to shine so you can get on with your life in an authentic way. And the last card in this lot is card 44. It's Wolf. Puss. She's a funny one. The keywords say instinct, moon, cycles, and flow, and trust. So this is talking about change, but change in regards to cycles that we go through in our life. There's a lunar energy around this, and a lot of us probably know there's just been a full moon. If you're lucky enough to see it, that's great. We had storms here, but the moon has shifted. There's been a lot of shifts happening around this time. So a lot of cyclic changes that are taking place, which may imply, if we're looking at the theme here and what the running kind of relationship with these cards may be, that the relationship that may have been stagnant, that we may need to make a decision about or get clear upon, may be going through a cycle right now. A cycle or a pattern that's repeating itself. So recognize when you felt like this before in this relationship, and what did you do about it then? What can you do about it differently now? These sorts of things. So allow the flow to sweep in as well. Allow yourself to go with the flow as best as you can by feeling your way through it. So quite in depth there. I trust something that's shared there is helpful for your Tuesday. So let's have a look and see what the theme card is for Monday and Tuesday. I'll just get all these cards back in here. So I trust this is still coming through okay. I still seem to be streaming. Poor Wi-Fi. It happens sometimes. Let's just go with it. All right, I'm looking for the best card for the theme for Monday and Tuesday. So let's see what that is. The theme will help us see the bigger picture and help bring these days together. So the best card for the theme, I trust, is this. Here. We've got card 14, Eagle's Nest. It talks about preparation, or the keywords are preparation, home, waiting, and soon. This talks about your time of waiting will soon be over. Talks about changes in the home, changes around the nest. So changes in the home, around the nest. So this could be changes, actual physical moves in the home. It could be people in your home moving. There could be changes like renovations or shifts happening in dynamics too in your home place on Monday and Tuesday. So we're being guided to flow with this and tend to the things that are important to us. I like to say tend to the nest, so tend to those things that are important at the time, but especially things close to home may be important for a lot of us over Monday and Tuesday as we prepare. We prepare for change, we prepare to leave the nest perhaps, we prepare maybe for changes in the home. So, and there's a sense of waiting with this, and that energy's been coming around quite strong over the weekend, that some of us may be getting a bit impatient with our waiting time. So we can use our waiting time to prepare ourselves. So let's prepare, knowing that soon what we've been waiting for will be happening. So that's the card for the theme for Monday and Tuesday. I trust it resonates. So don't be afraid of change, remember. Allow things, trust that change will bring things further into alignment with your truth and with who you are and what you need for your highest truth or your highest good. You can trust that change will do that, even though it might be challenging sometimes. Don't be afraid of change. I am willing to change is one of the best affirmations that I always come back to, especially if I'm feeling resistance to change or if I'm feeling a bit of fear that's surfacing around change. So these cards come to you from my Speed of Light Oracle cards. They have been printed the right way. The Facebook mirrors the videos for some crazy reason I haven't worked out yet. But these are available on my website if you want to learn more about them. Just go over and visit templeofbalance.com.au and we can send you out a deck if you are inspired to add them to your collection. So thank you. So I do have new pendants coming out soon. as I've just taken photos. This is one of them. It's rose quartz with a hematite. Beautiful for love and connecting with the heart. It felt really nice to wear today. So I've sneaked it on for a few minutes and then I'll put it away. But they will be up probably in the next hour. I've got 4 new crystal pendants and I think 4 new terracotta talismans, like Reiki symbols and things. So keep an eye out there. I'll let you know when it's up anyway on my Facebook page. I have some healing events this week, some videos. So we've got our patron healing video event tomorrow for our Temple of Balance patrons. So I look forward to connecting with you guys tomorrow. It is a public healing stream that will take place in my Temple of Balance closed group. So just look for the group. And it's attached to this page somewhere, and request to join if you want to participate in that healing event. But I will be connecting with specific people, but you can still enjoy the energy if you want to. We have our online drumming circle on Wednesday morning, my time. So that's for our Pillar of Light family, or if you register separately to be a part of our drumming circle. So have a look on my website if you want to. That's private. And we have our private healing event for our Pillar of Light family on Thursday. So big healing and lots of drumming and lots of stuff happening this week. So I look forward to connecting with you if you're involved or if you're inspired to have a look further into it. It's not too late to join. Just have a look on my website or ask for more information and I can point you in the right direction. Is that all I need to say? Maybe. Thank you for connecting. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you'd like to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. If you want to learn more about what I do, just visit templeofbalance.com.au. I'll be back to share with you again tomorrow for the healing event for patrons. Another guidance video perhaps on Wednesday or Thursday. I'll see how I go for time. So thank you. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Have a fantastic Monday and Tuesday. Namaste. And Namaste means that the divine, the creator within me, honors and acknowledges the divine, the creator within you. That we are equal, we are one. So thank you for being you. There is no separation between us. You can trust that you're here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. We're in this space for a reason. Let's work with the potential and the magic, the creation that's available in this moment as best as we can. So thank you. Namaste. Thank you.